What kind of monster? To use, a 10-meter thick iron chain ties it firm and imprisons. He not only built a huge cage for him, even in the passage, full of Poet's horror bugs. This is love dying, the most thought-provoking and don't see the end. You'll never guess. How terrifying is the power of this The beginning of this, several American soldiers are given plans to parachute from the moon to the Taliban to rescue a hostage. However, it just happened to find the kidnappers led him into a secret cave. Several people quickly, but soon, they found several in the cave. Fresh can't be fresher corpse. It seems that their rescue target 9 times out of 10, but the puzzle is, how can these corpses be found in just a few seconds? It becomes white bones without even meat basement. Just when everyone was still baffled, a strange spider. It suddenly fell on a soldier. His companion hurriedly gave him, who knows the next. He saw even weirder parrot. He was so scared that he threw it to then the pig rushed towards several people. Fortunately, the captain trampled him to death, but soon, he began to regret his mistake just now. Only for a moment, countless identical white spiders. It was coming towards them so fast. Soldiers who don't know their lives still want to In the blink of an eye, worms crawled all over his body. Companions still want to go to, but in the end, only a severed hand was saved. Help! The remaining few people had to rush into the cave. However, when the captain rushed, I turned around and the entire team there were only 3 of them left. A backward soldier still trying to survive. Who knew he had a bright a body that has long immediately fell into the abyss on the side. That's when the captain realized those bugs are just guard the tunnel leading here, and what's inside the cave is the truly terrifying I saw when they turned away. Suddenly, he saw a huge circular temple, countless chains engraved with runes gathered in, with low roars coming from the temple. As if something was being held. Terrible beast. At this time, the female soldier, the opposite steps seemed to lead to another exit from the cave, and they went up a 3-meter staircase. Start to climb down slow. Not long after, the bugs struck again, and this time they actually got bigger and faster. The 3 people quickly covered each other and continued to retreat. But there were way too many of them. Soon they ran out of ammunition. So no surprise. Not long after, a companion hid hatred on the spot during the captain and female soldier. He took the opportunity to flee in the direction of the bug. It also seems to stop abruptly, but the next second they encountered an even greater challenge. Fingertips pulled with chain. The monsters in it seemed to be constantly calling. The female soldier reminds the captain to get out of here. The captain seemed to have suddenly lost his mind. The body is slowly uncontrollable into the temple, but the female soldiers had to follow. However, when they entered the temple, then I saw an extremely shocking scene. A 10,000-meter tall monster is trapped in the central and surrounding pillars are like a circle. Make it immobile. But after all, they are just tiny human beings. The monster suddenly opened his 8 eyes. 2 people. I was shocked by the harsh sound and had a splitting head. They saw even more terrifying fantasy. It turns out that this monster has been alive for a long time. He wantonly destroyed the city. Attempt to control all human monsters. Issued a non-stop order from hell and the 2 released. The bewitched captain picked up a grenade. Just walked to the chain. Fortunately, the female soldier stopped and broke. But then the monster turned on the female soldier. I saw him control the captain to rush towards the opponent. The female soldier had no choice but to shoot the captain away decisively. He realized no matter what, you can't let this monster otherwise, the entire human race will in endless disaster. So in the end, he ruthlessly dug out his eyes and ears. This is like The Walking Dead escape. This is both mysterious and scary. The legendary Cthulhu monster is real. Then if one day they suddenly appear, how will humans respond? They are both hoping for the legendary Godzilla, or rely on yourself to build an all-round mecha warrior.